What up, what up, what up? Another episode of Marlon Speaks Live. Welcome back. It's your boy, Marlon, Moby, Boo. I got about 3 or 4 names. But yeah, man, I got a dope video from the name of his channel is Man to Man. I added it in the description of the video. So y'all can check that out on your own, subscribe. Tap in with his channel, Man to Man. Look like he about maybe 10, 11, 12 years older than me, mid 50s. Somebody that I could just tell just by listening to him that he got a good sound mind, good sound, he got a good head on his shoulder. So somebody that I know if I knew him personally, I would, he'd be like a big brother type, and no matter how old you get, you need older, people, man. I love being around older men, older black men especially, but it really don't matter. Older men in general, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that got more experience than me, more wisdom than me, somebody I can listen to and take some pointers from, always had that in my life. From my early, my teen and 20 years, I always had older men that I always look to and listen to. And it don't matter what their lifestyle is. Like I said, it don't matter what race they are. It don't matter. It really don't matter. Nothing don't matter. Like, it don't matter if they totally different race. Like I said, like just somebody that I know that maybe, got a sound mind, sound opinion, somebody I could look to and get some type of inspiration from that then live through some experience. They talking from experience. So I wanted y'all to check this video out, man. Man to Man, and go to his channel. Like I said, I added the link to his in full where you can watch it in full. So yeah, so basically let me set up the video too. Civil War. So the title, Civil War. I'm seeing a lot. He's speaking on this. I guess his channel kind of centered around this phenomenon, but this is something that I've been seeing a lot of too. Really, since I've been in the workforce in general, I've been seeing a lot of it. Being around white men, especially. These are the ones that's always, they talk that hunting shit, but they really be trying to get ready for what they think a civil war is. I don't know who they think they finna be fighting or what. I think they finna be fighting black people, though. That's the vibe I always get. So, but the crazies among black people, they shooting each other. They not shooting no deer. They out there trying to get some bodies. So I don't know, like, and these people don't want to fight no white people. They do not. They only exclusively want to fight black people. So their fight that these people that think about civil war, they usually come from the suburbs, Now I hear the police now. Yeah, it's probably some black on, quote unquote, black on black crime, but it can be anybody. Either way, the point of it is, you're not going to have no fight with us. You're going to have a fight with yourself. So that's what seems to be happening, because in the so-called white community, they so hung up on Republican and Democrat and not realizing, man, we people. Like, what is you talking about? So they so strung up on politics. Now they are actively like at odds with each other in the white community. So that's what seems to be going on. So the civil war that these mostly privileged people that ain't never really had no real struggle, not in their background anyway, they don't have the generations of trauma that our people have. If they did, then they would be looking inward to figure out the real civil war is between the worst version of yourself and the best version of yourself. It's no fighting and shooting, no ammo and guns is gonna help you with that. So that's what my take on that is. But let's listen to the big homie's take on it, because he got a real I watched this video earlier and he got a real sound perspective on it.
This is for all you damn chairborne Rangers in the comments begging for a civil war. You guys have no fucking clue what you're asking about. And I'm about to show you exactly why you'd be dead in the first week, if not sooner. Most of you guys can't even fucking handle getting kicked off Xbox Live without having a damn hissy fit. And you want to go out here and play soldier with real weapons, with real soldiers? Come on. And people, I struggled whether or not I was going to make this video today, because I didn't want to seem like I was promoting a civil conflict or advocating for it. But it seems like everywhere I turn, that's all I keep hearing about. Most people are talking about it. I get it. They're scared or concerned or worried. But there's some guys out there who are actually looking forward to it. That's disturbing. And let me say this up front. I do not want a civil war. And I hope to God we never come to that in this country. I hope no country ever comes to that. But I keep constantly getting these comments from viewers who think that a civil war would be some kind of a blessed event or a way to go out here and live out their Call of Duty fantasies in real time. And people, I can assure you that won't be the case. And now, I'm no veteran, so I don't have any actual firsthand combat experience. Hey, shout out to the veterans out there. We appreciate your service. We wouldn't be here without you. But I can assure you this too, people. None of the guys that I've talked to, and I've talked to a lot of them, the ones who've been in combat, they weren't exactly chomping at the bit to get back over there and fight again. And people, that fact alone should tell you everything you need to know about war. When the men who go through it tell you how it is and how awful it is. So before you armchair patriots start typing in civil war now, just calm down, sit back, chill out for a minute, and listen to some of the words from these guys who actually been through war. And these are real comments that guys left for me. They lived it. They survived it, I would say. One guy says, I did 2 tours in Fallujah. You don't want to see what artillery does to a neighborhood. And another guy wrote, civilians wouldn't last 10 minutes against a trained unit with drones and air support. I don't know about you, but you still think that this sounds like fun, like it's a game, like you finally get to live out this fantasy and go play soldier. It doesn't sound like anybody's playing. I do know, though, that ever since I posted that video, man, and the video was called What Really Happens When a Civil War Hits Your Street. After this, if you want to, go out and watch it. It's actually pretty good. I've watched it a few times myself. But after I posted that video, man, people have been down in the comments just leaving a lot of good posts, too. I love it. But they've been promoting this civil war, man. I keep seeing shit down there like this. Civil war now, let's go. Or this one. I'm ready. Been waiting for this my whole life. Oh, my favorite one. This was directed directly at me. Bring it on. I'll see you in the battlefield. You won't see me in the battlefield. You won't see me coming. And then I stop, man, and I think to myself, like, really, this is what people think about. This is a war fantasy? And people, don't get me wrong. I appreciate your thoughts and comments. I appreciate you sharing them with me. I love reading them. But I just feel a need to speak on some things when I see it, man. And I get it. Most of this stuff I'm seeing, I won't say it's funny, but I realize what it is. It's just male bravado. Dudes being dudes. Some of them, man, I really believe are serious. They really are. And I just don't think those guys that are serious, I just don't think that they've thought this thing through. I mean, just stop and consider what and who you be facing. You got curfews, checkpoints, drones, armored vehicles, a fuck ton of battle-hardened troops, man. Oh, and not to mention, you're going to be way outgunned. And that's the field you be playing on. And people, In reality, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's basic shit that our military has. And people, again, this isn't my opinion. This is experience talking. These quotes that I'm about to read, they came direct men who've lived through this stuff. These guys have been in battles themselves. So you can argue with me all you want to. I like it. I like to argue. You can't argue with shrapnel. And you can't argue with somebody who's been there and done that. They know shit you don't know. They know shit you'll never know until you go and see. Now, I served in Iraq and Afghanistan. And anyone cheering for a war has no idea what it does to people. Anyone who wants a civil war is seriously misinformed and most likely never witnessed an actual war in real life. And another guy goes on to say, you shoot at paper at the range. Paper doesn't shoot back, but the other side does. You're thinking about your stance and breathing, and they're thinking about angles and fields of fire and flanking you. And people now look.
I see that Michigan, that Michigan, him and his wife on that picture look like, and they look like they might be from Michigan. Maybe that's why I just automatically identify with him. He looked like he could be from where I'm from. So maybe that was the instant, connection I seen. I just noticed that picture in the background. That's crazy.
Now, I don't know about you. This doesn't exactly sound like a glowing endorsement for going to war to me. Not something I would be looking forward to. But let's go even further. Let's picture what the first 72 hours of a nationwide conflict would really look like, hypothetically. So day one, right? Curfews are going to be imposed. The roads are going to be closed or heavily regulated. They're going to want to control the movement of people to and from certain areas. You're going to hear helicopters all the time, surveillance helicopters. You're never going to see them. You're never going to see the drones. And your phone is going to work intermittently. But it's no longer private. Every call you make, every number, every text, somebody's going to be monitoring it. And then night one, let's move forward to that first night. Because you didn't make the run earlier that day, the store shelves are damn near empty now, so you get whatever's left, maybe dog food. The gas lines are endless, but you got a curfew, so you can only wait so long. But you can't go anywhere anyway because there's checkpoints. And those pops in the dark, there's gunshots or fireworks. But see, you don't know because you got untrained ears. Day two, pharmacies are running real low on supplies. Nothing left. So pretty much the pills you got is what you got. But it wouldn't matter because you can't get a prescription called in from your doctor anyway during a civil conflict. Now the real checkpoints appear. They're starting to really restrict movement. The ATM stopped working, so you can't get money, but you need fucking money anyway because you can't spend it anywhere. Oh, and the lights start flickering. Power grids getting manipulated or damaged or sabotaged. So now your cell phone service is real spotty because, cell phone towers take electricity. Night two, let's move forward. Kids are at home because schools have all been canceled. You're not going to work because the job tells you, well, we don't need you right now. Just stand by for updates. So now you're worried, you're stressed, you haven't slept, your judgment's off, but you still have a family to protect. Oh, don't forget you got a mission too because you're a patriot. So now you can't fight a war from in the house. So at some point you got to leave. But if you leave your family unprotected. Didn't think about that, did you? Let's move on to day three.
I swear.
People are starting to hoard water. The ambulances are being turned away at the checkpoint. So anything that happens, you're responsible for it. Shooting and stabbing, whatever, people have to take care of themselves. So now you're forced to make choices that you never thought you have to make. Still feel like Call of Duty to you? Want to hit reset and start over? That's not how it works. And see, people, I can already hear them down in the comments now. This is what I'll go to the comments and see. But wait a minute. We have the Second Amendment. We'll stand up. We'll fight. Right. Fight. They have drones, secure communications, satellites, logistics, air support, superior weaponry, superior manpower. And they, the government, the military, they don't give two fucks about your Second Amendment rights. You can stand up all you want. You're not winning against that. We topple whole regimes. We take down whole fucking countries. Next to come will be this. But we're Americans. The government can't do that. I'm sorry. Where the fuck have you been? Under a rock for the last 9 months? Do you not know that in the crisis, your right's the first thing to go? Curfews and unwarranted searches and detention without charge. Wait a minute. Did we just go through that here now? A guy from somewhere, they kidnapped him, sent him to El Salvador. Nobody knew where the fuck he was. Wake up. Oh, you know what you can do? Your rights have been violated, right? You can fight that later in court. But remember, we're in the middle of a civil war, so there may be no courts anymore. But you can't fight it at a checkpoint. So shut up, put your hands behind your back, put the fucking hood on your head, and get in the van. People, if you're going to go out and fight this war, you better bone up on the Insurrection Act. Oh, and if you still think you want to go to war, let me get personal with you. So now your kid's asthma inhaler runs out. You know, her lungs are starting to close up. But the pharmacy's closed. Now what do? Choices. Oh, your father's insulin. He's been on insulin for years, remember? But you never thought about it till now. But now he's out. What do? Lady 3 doors down's got insulin. Oh, and that cut on your foot that you kept meaning to get looked at and change the bandage on. You didn't do that, but it's starting to stink now. Decisions. And there's no Netflix, no internet, no running to the store, none of that. You still think that this is such a good idea? Oh, throw another curveball at you. God forbid the military fractures. And now it's not little neighborhood skirmishes anymore. The big boys are in it now. And when the big boys come, the big boys bring big toys. So now it's bridges getting blown up, roads totally destroyed, power substations hit, water plants shut down or destroyed for security purposes. And people, make no mistake about it, I give not two fucks about how badass you think you are. You can be Billy badass, but you can't drink tough. You need water. And some of you will say, hey, Unc, this is bullshit. This is fear-mongering. No, this isn't fear-mongering. This is brutal, honest truth. Everything I'm telling you is true. You see, people, fear has a job. It's to keep you from doing stupid shit that you can't take back. I'm trying to stop that. Let me again read what some of the men who have real experience in this area had to say about war. Not what Unc is saying, so you won't say I'm fear-mongering, but what they said about war. One cat said, I did 2 tours in Fallujah. And you don't want to see what artillery does to a neighborhood. And I know myself, I've seen on TV what artillery can do, but that's not up close and personal. Another guy goes on to say, civilians wouldn't last 10 minutes against a trained unit with drones and air support. Another guy goes on to say, most of you talking tough would be dead in the first week, if not sooner. I don't know. And then finally, this guy, he's my favorite. He shows up. I call him the voice of reason. He goes on to say, he's a veteran too. I don't want war. I've got kids. This is a man who has a lot left to live for. He'll die for those kids, but he wants to live for them too. And people, these are the voices of experience. These are the voices of responsibility, not some armchair warrior getting a chubby about going to war. But people, I will say this, if all this information has been presented to you, and after hearing it and digesting it, you still want to go to war, right? My wife always says, plan your work and work your plan. Then prepare yourself. Get yourself ready. Know this too, though. Don't just be ready to kill. Be ready to die for what you believe in. Because I can guarantee you this, once you step in that cage with that lion, you best be damn sure you're a lion tamer. Because if you're not, then you're just meat. And meat doesn't get to go home to his family. And people, these are tough, brutal realities. But some of you guys need a fucking wake-up call. But just think about that the next time you're typing bring it on in somebody's comment section. Think about what you're actually saying. Don't just regurgitate a bunch of shit and have this fantasy in your mind of the way shit's going to go. Because shit, the best laid plans have a way of not working out that way. But hey, at any rate, you know, you guys got anything to say, anything you want to discuss, anything you want to add to this, or you disagree, you agree, drop it down in the comments and let's talk about it. I love this. This has opened up a forum for us to communicate, and I enjoy it. I see a lot of shit that disturbs me, and I love to hear your opinions on it, your comments. Even though we don't have to agree, we can agree to disagree, so to speak. That's what Man to Man is for. A place where everybody's opinion matters, no matter if it's contrary to what everybody believes. You're welcome here. But hey, at any rate, I'm to take care of yourself and each other. Kindness, love, respect. Show each other a little more, be a better place. But at any rate, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
That was dope, man. Big homie, I didn't catch his name, but man, great content. I'm looking forward to watching a whole bunch more of his content, and I'm sure I'll be highlighting some of more of his content on here on Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, that topic, Civil War, is like, it's the dumbest shit in the world, man. Like, it's like this generation want to play around with previous failed attempts at, you know, trying to overthrow and being fascist and shit like that, want to be Nazis and want to be Confederates. That's what this generation of seem to me to be privileged whites out in the suburbs that never had they basically want to create chaos. It's like, since they never had none, they want to manufacture some chaos. They want to play Call of Duty. Seem like they want to play video games. You know, they want to mix the virtual video game shit with the ideology that they've been given all their life, and also the guns that's been in their hands their whole life. They want to use these guns on people. That's what the point of it is. They want to use these guns on people. They're getting tired of shooting animals. They want to go hunt and kill people that they don't like, that their parents raised them not to like. They want to go just hunt people. That's the vibe and energy I get from a lot of these people calling for civil war and all of this, man. Like, it's no reason. Like, look at your life. Look at what you know, look at all the battle has been, the war has been fought here. We don't need no more. It's nothing to be in uproar about. I don't care what. Even though we got a crazy ass president that's calling, seem like he is the spirit behind this type of ideology too. So even though we got a weirdo, crazy person in office right now, listen, all you want to go to war people, you January 6th insurrectionist minded people, it's not going to end well. Trust me, it's not. I don't care if you do got the backing of this government egging you on to start this shit. Trust me, they're going to turn on, y'all going to turn on each other eventually. Y'all will turn on each other. And on top of that, the rest of these nations, they not going to like allow, I don't think, will sit back forever and allow this country to behave like it's behaving and not get involved. Not to say like that'll end well for them either, you know. But the point of it is, man, everybody got access to this technology, cameras. We're going to be able to show exactly what's going on. So, yeah, I don't think we need to be so fixated with basically trying to create chaos that you never had. You just want to manufacture some goddamn war. So yeah, man, I'm about to end this. I might come back real soon with another one.